What is up, everybody? I'm NoLuxGiven, back with some more Hearthstone Battlegrounds. I believe new anomalies have just been added, though typically I will see a little pop-up when that happens, so I'm not exactly sure. Sometimes it's like a slow rollout, so we might still be technically playing with last week's patch, and maybe next game we'll see the anomalies pop up. Maybe you gotta play one game before you get that pop-up even. I'm not super sure. But, okay, well, I think this is a new anomaly. Uprising. After you upgrade the Tavern, discover a Tier 1 Dark Moon prize improves in 3 turns. Huh. I'm not sure how to use this. After you sell 5 minions, get a Murloc. Make a minion dormant. Dormant. Yeah, am I saying that right? Dormant? This isn't a word I say out loud. I'm fine with either of these. I'll take Imprison. Make a minion in the Tavern dormant. After 3 turns, get it with +2/+2. That could be interesting. It provides an additional incentive to stay on a low tier, potentially. Because on turn 2, we can use hero power plus purchase something. Which is maybe something that I want to do. I don't think you want to level up on turn 2, because if you just wait a little bit longer, you can get a tier 2 prize. And I have to imagine that's worth it. So I could just like roll around, pick up some Wrath Weavers on level 1 for a second. I feel like this is a reasonable strategy. Oh, and I'm just now noticing the tracker is not loaded up. I feel like that's how I start most of these videos. I swear I just loaded up the tracker a few minutes ago, but I closed and relaunched Battlegrounds because I was trying to get that pop-up message to come up to show me what the new anomalies are. But I found one regardless. So this is my first game on this patch. First game with Uprising for sure. Oh, Uprising. Now I get it. We will trade here against Voon and his Murloc. And looks like the tracker is now loaded up. So I can get something with +2/+2. That kind of seems good with the Null. And then in that case, I'm just buying Risen Rider. Because the stats don't actually work on the Risen Rider. This is at its best on a Noyatron, but it looks like we don't have mechs. I could see it being somewhat useful on Picky Eater. I could see it being useful on Soul Rewinder, which can certainly use the additional stats in the long run. Could also see it being good on... Obviously, like anything with Divine Shield. Nothing else is really screaming out to me, though. Swipers, maybe, but you kind of want to pick those up as soon as possible. So this turn, I do have the ability to roll once. So I think I'm going to make use of that here. Let's roll. Suppose I will buy a Risen Rider. Could choose to Imprison it here. Could also go for this on the Micro Mummy. Then just buy another Risen Rider again. This seems okay. Next turn we'll get the improvement. We will level up, purchase something, imprison something. Kind of playing good tempo. I did see... so I think that one of the available anomalies... By the way, who the heck is this? Deathwing. Okay. It's just a skin for Deathwing. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Looks like we take a little bit of damage from this. Yeah, just a little bit, unfortunately. My cards were ordered differently. I think I am able to tie that. But it's tough. Their 1-4 lines up so well against this. So, yeah, now I get a tier 2 prize. So let's level up. This isn't bad. But I think Gruul rules early on, especially, like I said, on a Soul Rewinder. Seems like a lot of fun. Then I either buy a pair of Swamp Strikers or I start to roll. Wow, these things stayed dormant forever. It's really a long time coming to get this imprisonment. I might just want to roll. No, let's, do I go for the pair here? Maybe? Ah, this is just terrible. Let's roll for Soul Rewinder. This isn't the worst thing to put +2/+2 on every turn. Same way it kind of... It's good to put scaling on scaling. Alright, let's just buy this thing for now. I'm not going to put the Gruul rules on it just yet, because I think I'd still like to find Soul Rewinder, but... I don't know, maybe I should give it up. I don't think anybody else took this same strategy as me. But I don't know, it makes some sense to me. But I need to use my Dark Moon prize or I'm going to fall behind significantly. So there is that. Alright, probably want the Sewer Rat. Probably want Seaborn Summoner as well. We could just level up here too. But I think I'll use my hero power a little bit. Just do this, this, and this.
A one-man army.
And I'm going to get an additional beast since I can't get an additional demon. I guess I could have gotten an additional demon, but for now let's just grab an additional beast and another Hungry Snapjaw. Actually, I do think is enough to just make me go this route now. So I'll just try to make a big Hungry Snapjaw happen. I haven't found any demons until this point, so I'm going to toss the Wrathweaver. Yeah, definitely should have waited on the Picky Eater because I could have, like, imprisoned the Snapjaw instead of imprisoning the Picky Eater this turn. So, a little bit of a mistake. Next turn, I might still just imprison the Snapjaw and then roll and try to find another.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
Can sell out of the Wrathweaver, try to find one more Snapjaw, and hopefully just scale this up and out. And take over from there. Some reasonable combat RNG here, but also just a solid board. Looks like will be enough to carry me. I could level up again and try to find that same prize again.
Nice workout.
Alright, so yeah, let's... I think imprison one, buy the other. I could just triple it. That's going to allow me to scale it a lot quicker. Yeah, maybe I do just triple it. So if I'm going to triple, let's level up, see what my prize is. Give a minion +6/+6 and taunt. Give a minion +2 attack, then double its attack. That's going to be really good on the Snapjaw eventually. So let's grab that. And then I've basically got to sell out of 3 things to pick up every Snapjaw. So that's going to be Wrathweaver, maybe the Risen Riders. Let's find another beast. Okay. That is another beast, unfortunately. Yeah, and I think I just decided I'm not going to use my hero power this turn. Though, I'm now looking at the econ. Now that I played that, it's kind of terrible. So yeah, let's just buy both Snapjaws here. Gotta play one in the interim. And then I'll play this thing.
I think you can win this thing.
Cool, the Wildfire Elemental getting the Micro Mummy buff is actually pretty solid. I'm not going to be able to crack into this huge Surf and Surf here. But this Hungry Snapjaw should really start to scale well. That'll be enough for me to win this combat, and then after it scales up a little bit more with the Gruul rules, I will double its attack. There's no reason to double its attack anytime soon, because it's just irrelevant, and the longer I wait, the more relevant this will be in the late game. Now, how we actually make this a relevant thing going forward is trickier. This seems like a good card to make dormant. Alright, I like some more scaling for myself as well. And then I could buy another Feathermane, or I could... Yeah, let's just buy one of them.
That's what I would have picked.
So having too many things dormant in the shop is actually a little bit awkward. I'll level up next turn and try to find an ice block. But yeah, if you have too many things dormant, then all of a sudden you don't have enough room for new stuff. So that is a little bit awkward. I did see that the Snapjaw was smaller than one of my last opponent's characters. Yeah, it was slightly below the 15 threshold. It was at 12 last turn. I'm just going to hope that's not relevant. And I think this was worth it because I already have the Still Just a Rat in a Cage. It wasn't worth making the Snapjaw imprisoned. But I don't think there's a way to return golden things to your hand. I think there's a Dark Moon prize, but it says you have to return a non-golden thing to your hand. Just thinking, like, if I want to take the Snapjaw, put it in my hand, and then summon it with... Ooh, that killed it. That's unfortunate. Summon it with a Baskill and a Banana Slammer. Like, that can be a cool comp. That lined up a little bit awkwardly for me. Millhouse has got some big stuff. Are they still level 1? No, they're level 4. Oh, that's right. You get Dark Moon prizes from leveling up.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Alright, there's a Picky Eater. Not sure if it's super helpful. But let's level up here. And I think I just always grab Ice Block here. Yeah. Seems good to me. I think most people will grab an Ice Block in this lobby. But I wanna do that too. Feels like it's hard to go wrong with Baskill. Huh, Reanimating Rattler also seems kind of tough to go wrong with. Let's imprison this and buy the Rattler. I'm going to get rid of... I don't know, do I want to get rid of my 3/6 or do I want to get rid of my 2/4? Let's grab this for now. I would like to put Reborn on the Feathermane at some point. Realistically, I should be getting more stats on the Snapjaw every turn. Got a little bit scammed there on the last turn.
I think you can win this.
But I love when you've got Murlocs and Beasts and then you can make this happen. It might just be impossible because I've already tripled the Snapjaw to get it in my hand in any capacity though now. theory, Snapjaw might still have the stats, but we've got to attack into the Wrathweaver last. Instead, we're going to take a fair bit of damage here from the Cobra. Puts me down below the damage cap awkwardly, too. I get another Feathermane this turn, right? Oh no, next turn? Jeez. We're past the Soul Rewinder. Here's another Baskill. I might want to just double the attack of the Snapjaw already. Nah, I think I can afford to wait a little bit longer. Let's grab this. There's a Banana Slamma, which is probably good enough already. I'm just going to cycle through the Picky Eater. Okay, and then I would have to sell out of something to triple the rat, like something else. But it's kind of worth it because then I can't make the rat have Reborn. So let's actually just sell out of Baskill, play Banana Slamma, play the Sewer Rat, and then play Leroy.
Don't tell the others.
Alright, now Snapjaw has Reborn, but that really doesn't do anything for it. Hitting there is okay. Oh, that is a huge coral. But I'm at 93% to win? That doesn't seem right. I think it didn't calculate the coral, unfortunately. The only way I win that is if Leroy lines up against the coral. But short of that, I will lose to coral here and take 11. So that'll put me down to 3, and then I do still have my ice block. So I can lose one more. Don't want to aggressively lose again, but it's not the worst thing in the world that can happen. Alright, we've got a Banana Slam, a Tripler. So let's grab both of these bad boys.
Tactical choice. A good tactical choice.
Then I'll probably put the rats on the Snapjaw right now. Triple for that's pretty good. So here's what I'm thinking.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble. I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
Yeah, let's just do this here, and then I kind of want the Feathermanes to get the pumps up from Mama Bear. And Reborn from the Rattler. I think Leroy Taunted is good. Leroy Taunted is like kind of easy to play around, but I think it's still good to get it in there, get it taunted. Rattler went on Mama Bear, which is fine. Next turn I'm still just going to play both of the Feathermanes to get the Mama Bear triggers on them. Or I'm gonna play one Feathermane and then I'm gonna buy the last one in the shop. I'm not gonna play the triple Feathermane for sure. 0% to lethal. They are still pretty strong here. But 100% to win does feel pretty great. Oh yeah, I guess because of damage cap. That's the reason we cannot kill them.
minions really pulled their weight.
Alright, so I grab a Baskill here, and I do really want Banana Slamma to get reborn as well. I actually don't care about the Feathermane getting reborn. But I think what I have to do here is sell out of Leroy, play Feathermane, and then triple the Feathermane. This makes the one in my hand a 21-21, a 25-25, and then a 75-75. Let's just play the Rattler onto Banana Slamma now. If I find another beast, I can also pick that up because I've got Baskill to go along with it. I am seeing the Facelesses. I am seeing that maybe we should go for a Baskill triple, especially if nobody else is going to do it. I should. Next turn I'll level up, grab a tier 4 prize, and looks like for this turn I just be rolling down. So nothing else needs to happen here. I could play a Baskill. I maybe could have... No, because if I just didn't buy the Feathermane, I guess I could have leveled up this turn, but I want to level up next turn, I think. Grab the tier 4 prizes, which is maybe how I get ahead and actually close the gap here. Looks like a lot of people are still actually staying somewhat low for the most part, but 2 players are already saying they're not going to be picking up any tier 4 prizes. Now this does mean that these players might be stronger because they have 2 more prizes on me already. But I'm willing to take that chance here. Sister Death Whisper plus Octosari. I think I'm cracking into their Ice Block this turn. By the looks of it, though, I'm feeling pretty strong. I'm going to make my 75-75 Free Flyer here, plus some turtles, actually. Multiple turtles going on. I'll look to find more Mama Bears soon. There's a lot of animations playing, but I do still think we've got this. How big is their octopus possibly going to be? No, that is not big enough. Give me that Ice Block. Great. Take their Ice Block here. Still scaling the Snapjaw. And then, yeah, like I said, I'd potentially just like to add, like, an Octosari. Maybe not even Octosari. More Fellstomper, Ghast Coiler, more Mama Bears. This thing is probably fine. Niazano. Pale Scale could be fine, too, off a Baskill. Let's level up here, grab our tier 4 prize. Yeah, we're going to see a few people level up, so... Give a friendly minion Divine Shield, Wind Fury, and +10/+10. Can no longer use that on the Feathermane. Everything costing a little bit less in the shop is interesting. Argent Braggart being able to go for a Hungry Snapjaw is interesting if I can, like, triple this with Upbeat Duo. But that's kind of crazy, right? Just don't see myself needing either of these things too much. So let's do this and then I guess roll for Upbeat Duo. Okay. It's a little wacky. It's a little wacky. No Upbeat Duo to be found this turn. I don't think I'm going to play the Braggart here just yet. Could play Baskill. It summons a Baskill. I think I'd rather just let my Reborns do their thing. I can't play this to give it Reborn at this point, so kind of hoping for a Mama Bear, kind of hoping for a Baskill. Either of those could be good. And then I'm wondering if I want Drakari Enchanter because I want Baskill. I could also level up again next turn and see what other prize I get, and if that pushes me in any direction. But yeah, Upbeat Duo definitely seems pretty decent for farming Braggarts. If you want to, like, high roll. I feel like I'm okay, though I don't know for certain. I want to clear out these Murlocs before their Belcher dies. Looks like they won't get that much value out of me here, and then we will grab the win. Not going to be the kill, but a win against the lobby leader is a pretty good feeling nonetheless. Only 8 damage, and I still have my ice block, so I'm doing pretty okay. I'm sure Flubsy still has their... Well, they might not still have it, but I'm sure they had an ice block at some point. Alright, this is nothing. Do I want to roll for... I do want to roll for Upbeat Duo. I'll be honest. Alright, I think that that's really, really good to potentially be able to triple this thing. Okay. So... now what? Now I potentially want Drakari Enchanter to cut the Reanimating Rattler. Interesting way to build some scam onto the board with Baskill, but Pale Skill's good, but I think I'm only interested in Mama at this point. There's Drakari, and I don't need Drakari this turn, I just need to put it on the board next turn. So I can lock this, or I could pick up Sly Raptor. That ain't bad either. What would I have to sell to... Okay, let's get out of Baskills. I need to get the Upbeat Duo on the board, and I need to lock onto Drakari Enchanter. Next turn I toss the Rattler, make 2 more copies of Braggart. Meanwhile, I'm like doing strong things regardless here. Okay, Belcher gets to trade with something. Gets to take out my Snap Jaw and scam me a little bit there, but it still comes back pretty large. They got some additional scam. Oh yeah, they're actually all scam, aren't they? Okay, fair enough, but now I got one more big guy. They will have a Baskill, so I'll need to attack into this Baskill with my cards here. Not quite. And then they've got a Bream counter. But once I get through the Bream counter, I'm kind of digging it here. Monstrous Macaw gets to trigger the Pale Scale. That's always fun. Yeah, I think I did it. Why not? Definitely did it. Okay. That is going to make them summon demons, but then be gone with you. No ice block. See you later. Sayonara. Good reminder that I still have my ice block as well, which is making me feel very, very confident. I feel like this game is going very, very well, especially for my first time playing with this anomaly. I took full advantage of the anomaly. I can even take more full advantage right now by using it one more time, and I do think that's probably a good use of my coin on the turn.
Now we are in business.
So I could give +10/+10 to something, a friendly minion golden, and return it to your hand. Oh, interesting. I don't know how to do this, then. I mean, clearly this is insane, but what do I do? Do I use it on the Braggart? And then get 2 more copies of it? Do I use it on the Drakari Enchanter so I get 3 copies of Braggart? Maybe?
Wanna see the voodoo I do? Wanna see the voodoo I do?
Sure.
Keep up the momentum, friends.
So now, end of turn, I get 3 copies of Braggart. Which I'm not even sure if that's how you want to play Braggart. But maybe this works. Oh, Wind Fury. A little annoying. Taking out that Venomous is good, though. take out one of my biggest characters, and I'm playing no scam at all. So I gotta really do this the old-fashioned way and just throw out a bunch of stats, which means I think I might be losing my ice block here. Yeah, we gave it a reasonable shot, but we are indeed going to lose the ice block. We can kill this Bream count. It doesn't matter. Literally, the combat we're just losing the ice block. So what's awkward is these are going to triple, and then I'm going to get a character that's double that of Snapjaw, but then this gets to copy the golden one. And then I want to triple this one, which isn't going to happen for another 2 turns.
Welcome back. How's it going out there? That's a great play.
Yeah, so this sets to double that of the Snapjaw. Could potentially toss the Snapjaw at this point. I think I will.
I must have slain 100 or so.
I don't think any of these do anything for me. I mean, that's kind of interesting. But now I think I toss the Snapjaw because this is now just bigger than the Snapjaw. And then in next turn I get multiple more. And then this gets to become double this. So what else would I want to add? I guess Scan, huh?
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
I must have slain 100 or so.
So I do have to awkwardly play this Drakari for a turn, and then I have to play up against Voon immediately again after that. So that's the part that's kind of awkward here. Oh, and I got scammed a little bit there by not having enough space. Well, I guess I summon out some free mains pretty quickly after that, but it might be a little bit too awkward here. Plus, who knows what my opponent has in the Bascale. Alright, so I get 3rd place. Still not a horrible placement for my first time playing with this Anomaly. And my first time really ever trying to make Argent Braggart work. I feel like... I mean, there were a huge amount of decisions that came out of make a friendly minion golden and return it to your hand. Because I could have even just used that on the Braggart. And maybe that would have been better. I immediately copy the Snapjaw. End of turn, I get 2 more Braggarts that both copy the Braggart. Still probably never get around to tripling it, but an interesting first look here with this Anomaly. Let me scroll down here for a second. Yeah, here we are. So there we go, Uprising. Thought that was pretty cool. And maybe played it a little bit weird at the start by not leveling it up. Maybe you just want to play the very early game the exact same way. But I don't know, got me 3rd place. I believe there are 2 other Anomalies that I have not seen yet today. And somebody responded to me on Discord letting me know what they were. Let's see if we find them. And this is one of them too. Gladiator's Spoils. After you win a combat, discover a minion of your tier, otherwise get a random one of a tier lower. I'm really excited about this one. I think that rewards for... Now, you still get rewarded even if you lose, but I think rewarding you for tempo is just really good game design. Because then it really just encourages you to play and makes every combat matter. I've always had good success with any Storm Coil. Let's go for that. I think that Shudderwalk is probably pretty good too, but I've always just had really great results with any Storm Coil. This might be my best performing hero, even.
7 fresh opponents. Are you ready?
And I will focus more on the winning my combats than having 10 friendly minions die. I will try to get that econ train rolling with the, what is it called? Gladiator spoils. After you win a combat, discover a minion of your tier. That's even better than just getting a minion of your tier. Oh, otherwise, so it's a discovery of your tier if you win.
Good battle, friend.
And if you lose, then you don't even get a discovery. Ah, what the heck? What the heck is this? Dang. Okay, how did they get the econ to use the runic empowerment, though? Oh, they just got a big banana.
How's it going out there?
They just got a big banana. That's all that happened. Lame. Alright. So we lost that one purely to RNG, my opponent hitting a big banana while I did not. But I guess we did pump up the MacGyver of it all as well. I'll lead with Micro Mummy because that can be a Divine Shield bumper. I might include this in the same video. Well, sorry, I'm yawning. But you already know if I did include this as like a part 2 of yesterday's video, which I think I will. Just because of the fact that, okay, so a tie is not a win. So it's probably a random one from tier 1.
How's it going out there?
Yes, but I also get big banana. And then what else can we do here? I think it's just this, and then... Oh, I see what it is. It's sell out of Scallywag, pick out Scarlet Skull. All bananas on the Annoyatron. Undeads are actually decent in the early game with this hero power. Like, at some point, I want to find a Scrap Scraper and a Deflectobot, but in the early game, it's actually... might even be better to play Undeads, so that way you can get the farm rolling. But of course, Annoyatron is just really good in a Mukla lobby. Mukla could be big here. Excuse me, was just struggling with that yawn. For those of you that don't know, when I'm yawning, it's generally not because I'm tired. Okay, they have a bumper as well. But it's asthma-induced yawning. So, gotta power through it a little bit, but I got through that one. And now I get to discover a tier 2 minion. Also pretty good incentive to continue to level up here, eh?
Up the pressure.
Battle cries, sell for more gold. Selling for more gold ain't too shabby. I feel like the Mercules is gonna be the pickup. But then what am I doing? Like, am I taking Selfless Hero? Am I hanging... there's no way I hang on to Corpse Refiner. There's no other dragons. I like the stats of this, but I think I gotta go Corpse Refiner. And I think I'm just gonna keep winning.
It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard.
So I've got 2 different things that Scarlet Skull can trigger onto. Selfless Hero is probably pretty good right here, and I want to play all of my cards. I know that leaves me with nothing for Mercules, but I want to play out my hand so that I've got the highest chance of winning. Now, that might not be a huge deal against Patchwork, though. Patchy's only taken 2 so far. That's just losing the first combat of the game. Mercules getting the +1 from Micro Mummies. Pretty good. I do think I'll win this one pretty dominantly. That's also an insane attack for me, obviously. Oh, cool. And now I got the Kaboom bot from Innie. And the Kaboom bot gets the +1/+1. That is actually beautiful. Corpse Refiner saw 1 thing die. 1 thing perished there. Definitely leveling up this turn because it's on curve, but also because I want to keep leveling, try to find Deflectobot, try to find Scrap Scraper. I'm grabbing this. Let's level. Oh, I could play another Lullabot on Annoyatron, or I could grab another Scarlet Skull. Could actually grab both.
It's good to get some minions in play.
Now time for sleep.
I might cut Micro Mummy here. That means that most of the Scarlet Skull triggers go on Corpse Refiner, which I think is good. And then the Mercules triggers go on Lullabot. Yeah, I'm done with that. I don't think I need that either. Let's just get Kaboombot in, stay winning. Winning will give me tier 3 discoveries, and then once I find Deflectobot, then I can start using Mercules or this big Lullabot to immediately pump up the Deflecto. Both of those seem like good options. Yeah, might just save the big Lullabot for the Deflecto. And then I'm going to push level 4 as soon as possible, stay winning, find a Scrap Scraper, and keep battling, keep winning. I like how this is going so far. Okay, that's a little bit of an awkward Divine Shield hit. But should not matter. Corpse Refiner's still going to take it. Cogwork Copter, I only have... Actually, I have 2 Divine Shields if you count the Selfless Spirit. Corpse Refiner and all of the undead stuff could be on its way out, but like I said, the MacGyver kind of works well with.
Nice workout.
Then I just find... What? I find triple Deflectobot? What? Okay. This is actually going to make things more difficult. Interesting. I think I'm just going to level up then and try to find Scrap Scraper ASAP. Sells for 3 extra gold. I don't think I want to get too greedy here. Let's just play this.
It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard.
The odds are in my favor.
Alright, I'm going to waste a gold here to hang on to a Deflectobot so that way I can pump this up with the Cogwork Copter for a second. Okay, they power leveled and found double a noob. That's pretty good. Not quite going to be good enough here. Might not get the 3rd Cogwork Copter trigger. Yeah, and I forgot about the Selfless Spirit too. I should have just ordered those things earlier. But just a few hits on the Deflectobot is probably good enough. I did level to 4 already, right? Where am I at? Yeah, I'm at 4, so now I can potentially find Scrap Scraper. Another Deflectobot is beautiful. Beautiful. Do I even have another mech? Yeah, I can give Kaboombot a Divine Shield. That's fine. So I guess this doesn't actually need that many stats. I'm just going to triple it here now. Find my tier 5. Do I have another battle cry that I care about? No, I'll just grab Leroy and I'll throw it in here in some capacity. This is going to stay in my hand, and now I'm going to roll for Scrap Scraper. Could have grabbed Elise there. Cogwork Copter, not the worst thing in the world. You know what, let's just sell off Mercules for one more roll. Then I think I will hang out here. This is going to go like this. Alright, I think this is pretty good, and then let's just hang on to Big Banana for 2nd Deflectobot. 2nd Deflectobot is going to get like +5/+5 each turn. while I Cogwork Copter it out. But we'll still save the banana because I might want to make a third Deflectobot this game. We are definitely high rolling. And I think we will probably stay winning. At some point we will need to add more... we'll need to add more mech summons onto the board. We don't actually have that many ways to summon mech on the current board. 85% to lose this one, unfortunately. Leroy getting the Divine Shield is going to make it more likely to find itself scamming, though, which is kind of interesting. That trades with one. This gets to take out some stuff. If this can go here... Nah, it's not able to do that. Wait, I grabbed a free Deflectobot off MacGyver? Alright, I'll take the loss then. I will take my lumps. That is more than a fair trade-off. I've got 5 Deflectobots. I have to imagine that's where I'm going to stop. I'm going to toss this Selfless Cathar at some point here. Let's actually do this, though. It's not... this is a mech? Well, I don't care. Obviously want this. Obviously. Debating if I want... I think having Lullabot as just my Cogwork Copter card is pretty good value. And then I really want Scrap Scraper. Rolling down here for Scrap Scraper. I'll take another Replicating Menace, though. Holy moly. I'm just going to hang on to both of these for a second. I don't know if I'm going to keep Kaboombot around forever, but I might. But I might want to just put Replicating Menace on Scrap Scraper whenever I find that. I feel like I'm more or less full build. 91% to lose this, which is a little bit crazy. But this resets all my Divine Shields. I feel like that's kind of wild that that's not enough to win. I got the full Cogwork Copter value, which is awesome. And yeah, then I trade, I get a Nightmare Amalgam. Seems great. How was I 91% to lose that one? Maybe I was. Maybe I was. Alright. Probably cycling through Leroy. Oh, I get a free Scrap Scraper for winning the fight. Yeah. Sure. So I want to put that into play. You know what? I think I can just triple Deflecto. I think it's going to help me, and a look at some tier 5s could be good. Drakari or the guy that gives you pumps for your things are both pretty good. That said, I don't like either of these plans, so just grab a Titus. I know I'm going to get Scrap Scraper in here. Don't hate a Cortatron. Putting a Lullabot on both of these is probably pretty good. Just cycle through this. Do one more roll here. Reason I'm doing that is because...
Replacement detected.
This is a lot more stats, so I am going to play this. The reason I wanted to cycle the things out of my hand is I didn't want Cogwork Copter to land on them, and I know I'm going to have a full hand, or a full board for next turn. I don't see myself selling through any of this stuff immediately, which means I just want to play efficiently with all of that next turn. Looks like I'll get to crack into a few more Divine Shields before the... Never mind, Noyatron is used up, but I do win this combat. I'll hope to discover another Scrap Scraper. I pick up another Replicating Menace, and I take out Patchwork here. These turns are going pretty well for me. That fight against Mukla that I shouldn't have won and then found a free Scrap Scraper off of it is pretty incredible. Yeah, that's kind of what I was hoping for there, too. A pair of the Scraper. If I can triple the Scraper and pick up a Drakari, that's insanity. A Noyo module for Scraper isn't terrible. I'm going to play the second Scraper regardless, cutting Kaboom Bot. But I wouldn't mind tripling it here. Maybe I just grab a Cordatron. I could also just level up here. I'll do that. Because I think I've got enough Scrap Scraping now.
Let's step up our game.
That I'm fine trying to just level up. So another question is, do I want to put the Microbots on this when the plan is to triple it eventually, potentially? I think I can just hang on to this Replicating Menace for now. I think that's actually the answer. And I think I can play this for now. Cogwork Copter can still do its thing. Yeah, all the rest of this seems good. Leroy's kind of random in the middle. But I'm leveling to 5 because I am interested in Drakari and the Utility Drone. That's the name of it, Utility Drone. So those are both pretty good pickups. Pretty lucky, I would say, for the most part with my Innie Storm Coil. I think that has hit pretty well for me.
Doing great out there.
Not super interested in the Barricade. A Noyo module's a pretty nice pickup for the Scrap Scrapers. Might even put it on Cogwork Copter. Not exactly sure. That's going to take out a Noyatron. Resetting my Divine Shields. But I think we made nice work of it all here. I would have preferred more of my things to die or more of my Divine Shields to break for Cogwork Copter and any Storm Coil triggers, but we move on now to the top 5, and I can find a Utility Drone or a Drakari Enchanter here. It's just going to be a Murazand. Tough to get Murazand in without cycling through Leroy or potentially tripling Scrap Scraper. Chance at another Deflecto. I think I should because I think Cogwork Copter's on its way out. I'm still like greedily getting away with scaling this board at the same time as I'm doing everything else. I don't hate Upbeat Duo if the plan is to play a Drakari Enchanter too. I could get 2 more scrap, but I don't know if I need 2 more Scrap Scrapers. I would be interested in like picking up more Utility Drones and other things, but I think for right now, I might just grab Drakari Enchanter. No, I'm gonna grab the Upbeat Duo, I think. It's a little bit tough to fit it in, but I do think tripling the Scrap Scraper is actually pretty good. And I'm going to make some room here by rolling. Let's get Upbeat Duo started. And just play this thing. And that is where I'm going to stop for now. Could have given this thing Divine Shield and Taunt. Doesn't seem like it helps me that much, though. It'll actually be good to give this second or third Deflectobot a bunch of stuff immediately. But I want to triple the Scrap Scraper. I think that's going to be good. And then I need to find Utility Drone, and then I'll cut Upbeat Duo. Or if I can find Utility Drone next turn, I get to immediately triple it. It would mean I'd have to cut Annoyatron, which seems like it would be too big of a tempo loss, though. So it seems tough to fit at the same time. Now... Okay. Yeah, I was worried that we were going to lose and take too much damage here, but if I find the Utility Drone right now out of that, that's kind of insane. Reset the Divine Shield. That'll give me just a little bit more oomph to get over the edge here. These all have Reborn, so that's a little bit awkward. I can at least trade with the Helping Hand in Heart, and I'm still going to take a fair share of damage. I think this is damage cap. Indeed. So I take damage cap. That's better than taking, what would that have been, 18 otherwise. But I'm still now below the damage cap, so I've really got to smarten up here and figure out exactly how I want to play this. Annoyatron has 1, 2... Only 2 things on it, but the 2 things are pretty good. There just isn't a way. I think I actually have to cut Scrap Scraper and put in Utility Drone. Like this. Before we do that, let's cycle through this for Econ. Let's level up. Roll twice for Polarizing Beatboxer. Roll 3 more times for Polarizing Beatboxer. Just another Upbeat Duo. Alright, I'm going to triple my Utility Drone here. I'm going to give it Taunt. I'm going to give it a Lullabot. I'm going to give it Replicating. I'll go Big Banana here. I'll play this. I didn't get a chance to move it. That's fine. I didn't mess this up. I get 2 more copies of Utility Drone. That'll triple it. And then Utility Drone gets to trigger twice because of Drakari Enchanter. And I get 2 Scrap. And I might be cutting Scrap Scraper soon because I don't want to cut Drakari Enchanter now. I'm really hoping to find a Polarizing Beatboxer off of this triple play. 60% to lose, 50-50 to take lethal right now. Trade Divine Shield for Divine Shield, and then I'm going to refresh half of my Divine Shields. This isn't looking that bad. I take a nice hit there on a Divine Shield. That's really good. If this gets attacked now, alright, that's awkward then. This could still be close. If this... Okay, if that Lullabot, that would have just been too lucky. I'll take a little... Oh wait, I survived that hit. I was not expecting that. So we get out of there with a tie. It's going to be a random minion, Utility Drone triple, and then I just need to find Polarizing Beatboxer off this triple reward, potentially. There it is. All right. So now I just cut the Upbeat Duo, I believe, and put all of my... Oh, wow, a second Polarizing Beatboxer is insane. Yeah, now I just cut both of these. I could even cut the Annoyatron here. And that would allow me to keep Upbeat Duo. And put all of my scrap onto Scrap Scraper. Wait, I'm already cutting Scrap Scraper too. Alright, never mind. Let's grab this. I maybe didn't need to sell the Annoyatron just yet before I tripled the Polarizing Beatboxer. But now I will just play this Deflectobot, sell Upbeat Duo, sell Bran. One more mech for me, negative. Alright, so now all of this just goes here. Alright. I think things flipped around a little bit too many times there. But I'm assuming everything that needed to happen happened. Only 16% to win this one. Feels a little unfortunate. I do have microbots in that last Deflectobot, though. That's good. Is this going to be enough? 1 in 4 for me to tie this. Only 40% for me to actually take lethal, though. Come to think of it, that's pretty manageable. Unfortunately, they are going to reset my Divine Shields, I believe. Wait, no, maybe this is possible. No. This resets the Divine Shields. This gets to take out this. Wait, I think I win this. Right? That's a win. Yeah, and then I eat all these. Okay, King Mook was dead, and I move into the top 3. Grabbed a free Nightmare Amalgam. I don't think that that's super useful. I want to take my time. Oh, King Mook was dead. No more bananas. Oh, shoot. Well, I don't know what just happened there. That happened too quick for me to see. But I think it's all alright. Okay. Let's grab this. I guess I could just give everything taunt. At some point, I think that that does make sense to do. Yeah, let's just give everybody taunt. And then let's give this. I don't know if on the last turn I take Drakari Enchanter. I don't know if I ever just grab the Omega Buster. I'm just going to roll it down, though. I think this is fine. I could grab another Deflectobot. It would cost me the Drakari Enchanter. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this gets plus 20 at the end of every turn. Yeah, and I'm not generating nearly as much scrap anymore. Crazy how many Deflectobots have been offered to me this game, especially in this last turn. But I think we have found our final board more or less here. I don't even know if I'll cut the Drakari Enchanter on the final combat. This could be a tough combat for me. Let's see what the numbers are saying, because they summon a lot of stuff. They're saying 80% to lose and die. I'll take their word for it, but I feel reasonably strong. Resets my Divine Shields. And this is why these are now good. Now these are more likely to get attacked into because they have taunt while I kind of throw away these things. Adaptable Barricade. One last reset. No, this is enough to win, is it not? Maybe it's not. And this does have Replicating Menaces in it, so I want this one to die first. After that one gets a little bit more value there. Perfect. Swing here. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, it didn't die. It didn't die. That's awkward. And then I die. Unfortunately, I take 12 here. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to take lethal a decent portion of the time, and I'm going to lose. Seemed really close, though, still. Pretty good game. I'm definitely a fan of this Anomaly, and we were almost able to put it to really good use in this one. Unfortunately, another third place finish. Also, now, for some reason, after those 2 games, this popped up on the screen. Okay,